Hello everyone and welcome to another StarCastTV cast. I am Seriosity and I'm going to bring you today game 3 between Free and Hero, and the map is on Eclipse. We have Free here in the top right spawn and Hero here in the bottom left spawn. Now Eclipse is a pretty popular map now. Pretty solid 2-player map. Every expansion has a gas base. Naturals aren't that hard to wall for your fast expand Protoss. Third base, pretty nearby, also has a gas. One of the key features is the top left base. If there ever is a map split, that base is going to be basically the one both races want to establish as theirs, so they could starve out their opponent. Pylon here going down at the natural. Probe went back into the main, so likely going to be a forge fast expand. Meanwhile here, are we going to see an overpull or hatch first? Hatch first, very common on this map. Oh, and it's actually a delayed scout. So I'm wrong. Not gateway expand, delayed scout, no forge either. Now, say he were to get to Zerg's base and see an overpull, he would still have enough time to get forge, nexus, and cannon, just slightly more economical. Drone blocking the ramp. There goes that probe. He doesn't know quite yet if this is overpull or hatch first. It's actually an in-base 12 hatch. Oh, unfortunately for Hero, this probe gets in, and I think he saw the second hatchery, so he should know. Well, maybe he doesn't. He already has that forge going down. Yeah, but this is a very unorthodox here from Hero. Gonna get this probe. 2 hits away now. 1 hit away. Probe is dead. That's actually huge. Now Protoss has to send another probe out. That's less mining. But he did force Zerg to go in base 12 hatch, which is not optimal. Like, you may be thinking, well, Zerg is going to get 3 hatch, but to get that extra mineral field, more mineral patches to mine from, really slows down the Zerg build. And now we see 3rd hatch at the natural and gas right away. So he had a couple options here. He could have gone 4 hatch gas and then taken his 3rd with his 4th hatch, but he's opting to go for 2 base gas, which could mean Spire. It could still mean 3 hatch Hydra off 2 base. You don't need the extra minerals to go 3 hatch Hydra. Meanwhile, Protoss just playing safe. Getting that cannon. They need to rescout just to confirm what Zerg is up to. I'm pretty sure he wants to get into that main. He wants to see if it's Hive, or if it's Lair, if it's Hydrogen. Zerg is nearing 50 gas. We'll see what he decides to go for. Looking at that 3rd base just to see if there's a hatch there. Meanwhile, in Protoss base, there's cannon almost complete. Gas is on the way. Cybernetic score should be added soon. And it is going to be 3 hatch Hydra. So it's very important here for Zerg not to let this probe in. Oh, drone transfer just there in the nick of time. Easily able to deflect that. Transferring drones right away. Really need those extra minerals. Leaving 9 in the main. Well, Protoss now is completely in the dark. No Zerg is only on 2 base. So it's either 2 base Lair or it's 3 hatch Hydra. There's not a lot of options for Zerg here. Missed the Zealot move out, but sneaky path, and this is gonna get that scout. It's very hard for Zerg to deny this now. Oh, what's this Zealot doing? Second Zealot moving out. Now if he gets here, doesn't see his second gas, he'll at least eliminate a 2 hatch Muta or 3 hatch Muta all in off 2 bases. Could still be Muta. Zerg can make something like 5 Mutas and 2 Scourge off just the 1 gas. Hydra speed is almost done. No link speed is somewhat of a tell. Second Zealot hidden. And only one cannon so far, +1 started. But he is going into 4-gate speed lot. He knows that it's most likely going to be Hydras here. Seems a little bit risky. He only has one Zealot on the way, one Dragoon, and one cannon. And this is 7 Lings and several Hydras heading towards his base. Meanwhile, behind this, Zerg is just droning up and gonna take a 3rd base and a 4th hatch. Second and 3rd cannons going down. And Protoss is on 4 gateways, but again, Hydra's already here pressuring the front. Range is almost complete. I'm a little bit shocked he didn't commit into more Hydras, but if he can force 5 cannons out of Protoss and shut down this +1, they're just going to be in a fantastic position. That being said, with the 4-gate speed lot, with speed about halfway done, Protoss can contest to save this fort potentially. It's only 6 Hydras. 7 Lings behind. Looks like he's going to go for it. Zealots don't have speed, of course, so Hydras can kite back pretty effectively. Lings also here to support as Zealots don't have +1. Lings do a very good job. You can see how quickly those Zealots went down. And now, I mean, that was basically 4 or 5 Zealots thrown away. But the goal here is to complete this +1. Looks like this Overlord almost goes down. With a supply block Zerg almost there. More Hydras coming. This is just to shut down the +1. Very important here. Speed is done. Protoss only needs a few more seconds. And looks like with that maneuver, Protoss was able to get +1. Now he can just camp behind this wall. Looks like 5th cannon going down, and this is fantastic for Zerg. Meanwhile, in Zerg base, just a lot of drones. A lot of drones there. Gonna saturate this 3rd base. Still only on the 4 hatcheries. And Protoss jumping up to 5, 6 gateways. Probably gonna cancel this cannon. Archives on the way. This forge being remade. Gonna go out on the map. This Overlord not dying is actually huge because this gives a lot of scouting information. There's the 5th hatch. And not gonna be a lurker, gonna be Spire right away. So Zerg knows Protoss skip Stargate. The Spire is a potentially devastating follow-up. Protoss is gonna have very little in the way to deal with these mutas. Dragoon, Storm, and Archons are good, but they're not mobile. That's really why you see Corsairs almost always being made. Zerg still only on the 1 gas, so this isn't going to be a heavy investment into mutas, I don't think. And adding creeps now. Protoss is on the map with 8 Zealots, scouting with another 2 here. Is he going to commit? Looks like he's going to go in. They have +1. These Lings are going to be easy for these Zealots to deal with. Looks like flanking Lings and Hydras coming from the right side, but the Sunken is going down very quickly here. Of the 8, only 4 left. Drones being pulled. Looks like 1 went down there. But the Zealots will be cleaned up. Spire's about to be complete. And the Zealot is going to get into the main. This is huge. Seeing the Spire timing. Zerg only has 700 gas at the time. Looks like several mutas are being made. Only 5, which is... Well, basically, if you're not committing to mutas, 5 is the magic number. You can one-shot probes, and you still force Protoss to make several cannons. There's one going down at the natural. Still no mutas. I mean, still no cannon to deal with the mutas in the main, though. And an evolution chamber finally. So very late evolution chamber. Let's look at the upgrades. 1-1 is about halfway done for Protoss, and Zerg still doesn't have any upgrades. Looks like Dragoons. This is very nice. You send the Dragoons into the main, so you don't have to overbuild cannons. And at the natural, you have the cannon. You're gonna have Storm. And here are the 5 Mutalisks. There's Carapace and Lurker. So because Protoss actually invested in +1 armor instead of +2 weapons, these Lings are gonna have +1 Carapace pretty soon, which means they'll be 3-shot again by Zealot. So they'll do a decent job fighting the Zealots head on. And a quick Queen's Nest, so no 4th base. And let's count the hatcheries. 6 hatcheries. Just gonna be 3 base hive, and this is a very peculiar strategy. This is something you see when triple evolution chamber as well. So this is something you see specifically when Protoss skips Stargate. They don't have the Corsairs, they don't have the anti-air to deal with Guardians effectively. Now this could potentially just be for Defiler Mound to get play defensively and get fast upgrades. But potentially could be for Guardians, because you can see this natural very easily harassable. Guardians here, not ideal. They can get ranged by goons, but on some maps the natural and the third can be ranged by Guardians, but just having one location is good enough. And you see a lot of Sunkens, Lurkers being set up. This is a lot of Sunkens from Zerg. The drone count is very healthy at 53. You basically don't need any more on 3 base. And Lings and Mutas just being annoying here out on the map. Maybe trying to pick off stray High Templar. Does Protoss have a Robo? Looks like just started the Robo. So this is going to give Zerg a lot of time. This is basically unbustable. Even with just a couple Lurkers. A lot of Sunkens. We see +1 Carapace about to be done, but +1 range attack and Bailey on the way. Hive is almost complete. And no third for Protoss quite yet. So Zerg, all Zerg has to do is really stall. They have a lot of time here. Looks like Protoss is going to go for an attack here. Yeah, with seeing these Lurkers should... I don't really think he should commit here. He does have, let's see, 2 Storm on each High Templar, but really not enough. And Protoss finally going to go and take that 3rd base. But Robo still not complete. Hive is about done. We see Crack being researched already. This is a very nervous moment for Protoss here. Still don't have a 3rd. Looks like the army is retreating to set that up. And +2 Carapace just started. +2 weapons is halfway done, but this is a window where Lings can actually do a good job against Zealots. And yeah, there's the Greater Spire, also getting Defiler Mound. Lings are very cost efficient here, so you can afford to go Defilers and Guardians. And again, it's only 5 Mutalisks that were made. They're still all alive, although badly bruised here. And in the meantime, when Protoss is setting up their 3rd base, Zerg can go ahead and take their 4th base at the same time all the way across the map. It's going to be very hard for Protoss to both put on pressure and defend their 3rd. And with Lurkers on ramp, very difficult to break. Normally you see Zerg take this base, but you can see it's way more wide open. This is when Zerg is focusing on Hydras and Lurkers in the mid game. They have the army to contest, but Zerg doesn't really want to fight head on here. And with 4 Lurkers here, this is going to be very hard for Protoss to break. Lots of Hydras being made, and we see the upgrades. Already 1 attack done. Let's look at the Lings. We already have 1-1 as well. Protoss is about to have 2-1, which is going to be a good moment for him to attack when he has the weapons advantage over the Carapace. Looks like not a lot of Lurkers at this base. He sent them all to the 4th base, so potentially an opportunity here for Protoss to bust. Looks like we have a small counterattack heading to the Protoss 3rd, but 2 Zealots and 3 Cannons is going to be enough to deal with that. Again, not that many Lurkers here. Only 2. Looks like Zerg is going to come in for the flank, bringing all the units from that 4th base, from the 3rd base. Lots of Hydras and Lings coming. Decent storms from Protoss here, but the flank is very strong. Lings getting in amongst the Dragoons. Lots of Dragoons dying here. Zealots getting shredded by the Lurker spines. Hydra is still alive, and Zerg has defended pretty effectively this attack, and you can see now the Guardians are going to come into play. Natural being forced off mining, and that's a quick GG there from Free. No way to contest these Guardians, really. I mean, you can see it's only 2. But so much Storm is going to have to be wasted on these Guardians, and Protoss is limited on Storm, just lost a big attack, doesn't have high Templars. Zerg has complete map control, can take a 5th, even 6th base here, and the triple evolution chamber with all the upgrades on the way. Just fantastic position for Zerg, defended that even without Swarm, just had too much and the flank was too strong. So that'll be it, and that's Hero winning the best of 3 with a pretty convincing game number 3. It looked things were going awry when he was forced to go 12 hatch in base, but he made a game out of it and had a very nice response to the Stargate list builds from Free. And that'll be all. If you would like to see more videos, please like and subscribe. I am Seriosity, and everyone have a good day.